Hello again, everyone. Hope you are well on this Wednesday afternoon. What is going on in New Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico? They're saying that the governor has called out some National Guard out there, which is really just weird. I'll go into that. Also, Trump makes a really big not just really big, a just monster proclamation about this week. I'll go into that. I have a terrific passage I will share with you towards the end of the video, so stay tuned for that too. Other news items here that are very interesting. I'll start off. This one is very interesting. A delegation of Democrats, looks like, going down to, or on their way or already there, down to El Salvador. Get this now. They're seeking to bring back an MS-13 gang member that was apprehended here in the country. He's here illegally. MS-13 was deported back to his country of origin. And so we have members of Congress, apparently led by this dude, Senator Chris Van Hollen, I don't know, from Maryland. You have members of Congress going down to a foreign country, El Salvador, to try to bring back a person who was here illegally to begin with, but on top of that, MS-13 gang member. And tell me how that makes sense. How can anybody vote for this guy again? How? I don't get this. I mean, on several levels, this is terrible. You have an illegal non-citizen that was deported correctly, justly. So he's been sent to his country of origin, deported. You have members of Congress going down to try to get him back. So are there more pressing needs? Are there not more pressing needs or problems that they could be attending to here for your citizens, for your constituents? So you're spending the taxpayer money to go down there. No telling what all that's costing. Hey, maybe they'll be detained. Maybe they should be detained for a while. Scare the fool out of them. What a bunch of idiots. How much of an idiot? How's this guy getting voted? Who would ever vote for him again? I mean, I can't make sense of that. I can't make sense of that. Anyway, I had to bring that to you. These people want no border. These people, as we saw the last 4 years, they want no border. They want apparently they want total chaos. Now, we know the big goal is to bring all these folks in here to get them on the rolls to where they never lose power. Once again, Trump is the fly in the ointment on that, big time. Thankfully, they want no border and no nation, I guess. That's what they want. That's the goal. All right, on to other things. Department of Defense staffers. Now we have 3 staffers who have been let go, dismissed for leaking national security information to the media. These aides are these advisors to Pete Hegseth, Department of Defense, Secretary of Defense. 3 of them now. So, you know, my first thought is, they showed a picture of him. This guy looked like he was just out of college or something. What would he know anyway? He don't know nothing. My first thought is, if this happened in China or Russia, I'm not sure those guys are still breathing right now. You know what I mean? Or other countries, some other countries, probably Israel too. But Are they just dismissed? Are they not? Are they not? Is there not further action on this? Is there not charges? Are they? Is this not? How is this legal? I don't know. Tell me. Make it make sense to me. So they're just free to go and do whatever and just go down the line to somebody else and do their thing? I don't get it. I don't get it. Let me know. National Guard deployed. Will be deployed. Going to be deployed. Albuquerque, New Mexico. The governor of New Mexico. This must be some kind of idiot. What's her name? Christine, I think is her. Michelle Grisham. I don't know. Anyway, she said she's going to call up 60 to 70 National Guard to assist because they are being overrun with juvenile crime and drugs. The fentanyl, it's a crisis. It requires immediate intervention, she said. We have a fentanyl epidemic, a huge spike in juvenile crime and crime in general. Said that the National Guard troops will be primarily used in other things, so it will free up police to deal directly with the crime, the drugs, the fentanyl use, blah blah blah. Other Republican officials said that this is not nearly enough to solve this problem. We have a serious crisis here. Yeah, it sounds like it. Sounds like it. You have and I think that this is, until there are real consequences for these things, for crime, juvenile or not, this is going to continue, and it's going to get more out of control, and it's going to happen in other places. It's already happening in other places, especially starting with these blue cities, especially in blue states, or even blue cities in red states. That's common. Related to that, I saw another story. I saw some video of this. This was scary looking. Panama City Beach. Now, I ain't been to Panama City Beach in a long time, and I know it's different. I know. Now, back in the day, we'd go, before I get to this, Panama City Beach, officials are calling for a banning spring break due to all the huge crowds that descend during spring break on their beaches and in their towns. The violence, theft, all the crime, the drugs, the fights, the arrests. I wouldn't want to be a cop there during the past week of spring break. But they want to ban it altogether. They probably should. I'm sure the locals are pissed. You have hundreds, thousands. From the video I saw, this looked like thousands of kids out there. I don't know if they were college students or not. Some of them might have been. They probably were. But kids down there just wreaking havoc and running around like wild animals. Like I don't know how to describe it. I don't know. I'm going to watch my wording here. But now, we were all young at once. Yeah, went to Panama City Beach, other beaches. But we behaved like we were brought up to behave. Like, respect others. Hey, we had a good time. You drank a beer. Hey, we might have more than one beer. Whatever. But we didn't destroy stuff. We didn't look for fights. We weren't seeking to break the law. We respected the law. It was like back then you were able to multitask. You were able to actually have a good time and party. Have a good time. But at the same time, break no laws. What a concept. And you know what? We came home safe. And you know what? We drove down there and back without GPS. We just knew how to go. Even if you weren't quite sure, you just went. And if you weren't sure, you just stopped and asked, hey, is it turn here? Turn, and you made it. You just made it. What a concept. But until there are consequences for these things, this is not getting better. There has to be serious consequences for these things. And I don't see it happening. Not holding my breath on it. And the fentanyl thing, man, it is terrible. We see it in our work, or we see the aftermath, basically, or what it's doing to people. We see it pretty close. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's a horrible problem. It's sad, too. All right, going on. Share your thoughts on that. Trump proclaims Holy Week. He declared that this is Holy Week. Trump did. On the living Son of God. Plans, and they also planning a White House Easter service. He posted on Truth Social, "He is risen. He is risen." Amen. Amen. I mean, when has a president done that? I don't know. I don't know. Tell me if y'all know. Has it ever happened at all? Probably has. I don't know. But it's good to see. Now people might say, "Well, oh, he's a big actor," and we don't know. We don't know his heart. We're not there. We don't know. But this is good. I like this. I will praise it. I believe personally that when he took that earshot, I think something changed. I think something changed in him. I mean, he's still himself. You know what I mean? You know, as far as his banter, his personality, and all. But I believe something changed with that earshot. I do. I personally do. I just have a feeling it did. Anyway, I thought that was good that he did that. Hey, I don't like everything he does. I don't like everything he does or says. I do like some things he does and says. You know? But I think that's with most presidents. Except for the last one. Don't even get me. I don't even have time to go into that again. I'm gonna go to a passage here. But share your thoughts on these things. We got National Guard. I mean, hey, what is going on? What? It seems like to me, like, and I don't know. What do y'all think? It seems to me especially ever since 2020. I mean, you could go back further than that. I think that we weren't the same. We haven't been the same country since 9/11. Way back on 9/11/01. There was something happened. Well, we know what happened 9/11. But even beyond that, I don't think it's been the same country since. And especially since 2020, early 2020, it's like some kind of mass, I don't know what to call it, psychosis has fallen on a lot of folks. A great delusion? I'm not sure. What do you think? What do y'all think? I'm going to the passage because it makes me feel better to read it. I'm going into Matthew. We're in Holy Week, y'all. Matthew chapter 22, verse 32. From the words of Jesus. He's talking to the Sadducees here and handed it to them. Verse 30. What am I saying? I'll start with verse 30. No, verse 29. But Jesus answered them when the Sadducees were questioning him. He says, "You are mistaken, since you do not understand the scriptures nor the power of God. For in the resurrection they neither marry nor are given in marriage, but are like angels in heaven. But regarding the resurrection of the dead, you have not read what was spoken to you by God. I am the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. He is not the God of dead, but of the living." Okay, the crowds hear this and go a little nutso. And then back later in verse 37, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the greatest and foremost commandment. The second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. Upon these two commandments hang the whole law of the prophets." Amen. Amen. Right. Well, share your thoughts. Let's continue our preparations. Let's stay alert. Let's be careful out there as we go about our business. Stay close to Jesus. God bless y'all. I will see you soon.